Good evening, folks. Overall, not too bad of a day. Two winners. The each way choices that we put out. I know there was a few and far between, but the ones that we put out, I suppose, turned up in the day. And the rest of them, if they didn't get into places, they at least gave us a good, I suppose, cheer on home. And they weren't, say, tailed off, going off into the last furlong or 2 furlongs or whatever it was. So, look, I'm happy with the day. I think it's been fairly successful, and I think we're, I suppose, going back on the right track anyway too, I suppose, getting back to picking plenty of winners on a regular basis. Very, very good card tomorrow in Killarney. There's some lovely, lovely horses running tomorrow. I definitely like the look of a good few of them. An awful lot of each way prices here. The nap again is short, but look, what can we do? We're trying to pick winners with these naps, and we're trying to keep the, I suppose, the percentage rate going on them as best we can. So look, without further ado, we may as well kick things off. First of all, the 4:15 race, Sky Ace, 11 to 2 each way. I made the mistake of going against this mare there in his last run in Roscommon, if I'm not mistaken. Look, we don't know how good this mare is. Really and truly, she shouldn't really beat Jon Snow. But I put her down as one of the 15 horses to follow for Irish racing this year, and it would just be a massive shame to go against her, especially when she's in such great form, and especially the Shark Hanlon is starting to get winners on the upgrade now again. But yeah, look at Sky Ace. We don't know how good this mare is. She could be an absolute superstar. Really and truly, Jon Snow, he bet a fairly ordinary enough group in Galway. Looked very impressive on the day, but for a 1 to 4 shot that day, you'd nearly expect him to really. But yeah, I'm going to put up Sky Ace to maybe lower his mast a little bit. If she can't beat him, well, she probably can't beat him. But the key is we don't know where her limitations lie. We don't know exactly how good she is or how bad she is, but she seems to be a fairly impressive sort. That race in Roscommon was a fairly decent race, and yeah, look, I definitely think 11 to 2 is massive for her, and I think the fact that Jon Snow was so convincing in his win in Galway, I think that Sky Ace will go out even further in price. But even at that, 11 to 2, it's still a bit much of an overprice, in my personal opinion. But look, definitely go each way on it anyway. You're worst off, you're going to get your money back. 4:45. We're going to go with the nap of the day. Build Me Up Buttercup, 4 to 9. I know, again, short price, but like I said, we're trying to get the percentage rate up with these naps. It's by far the best mare in this contest, really and truly, at the end of the day. She put up a very, very good effort in Cheltenham and indeed in Galway. But look, at that Cheltenham form was very, very solid, and that Cheltenham run was very impressive. I was on that day at 16 to 1. I thought I was on a winner. And this field, they won't even get the chance to smell the salty water. Never mind even go over to the track. But I know that's a completely different story. We don't know what way the horse is going to go on today. But at the end of the day, really and truly, if Build Me Up Buttercup is even half right, she should be winning this fairly easy. 4 to 9, look at, not great price, but could be a nice little cash builder there for a double or a treble or whatever you like to do. 5:15, we're going to go with another each way shot here now. Born by the Sea, 10 to 1. Very, very good price here. It was very, very unlucky in his second in Galway. Just touched off by a neck. Really and truly, at the end of the day, I thought we were home and hosed when I tipped this up for Galway. I'm going to stick on it here again there today. It's gone up £3, but look, it's clearly on the upgrade. John Gilligan's horses are running very, very credibly. They're going very well. Look, Born by the Sea is possibly one of his best horses at the end of the day. I definitely think it's well worth 10-1. I definitely think it's well worth an each way punt. But yeah, look at it should run competitive, really and truly. At the end of the day, Born by the Sea, I wouldn't be surprised to see it go on here now. If I'm not mistaken as well, it's a course and distance winner. So like that's always one to be, I suppose, keeping your eye on. And these course and distance winners, like, they're always there or thereabouts on the day if they're in form. And Born by the Sea is clear as day in form. So why not have an each way punt at 10-1? Worst case scenario, you'll double your money. So look at that's my opinion anyway. Now 5:45, we're going with the next best line out, 3-1. It's possibly the poorest race of the day, really. At the end of the day, an awful lot of these horses are coming in here. They either have an awful lot of questions to be answered, or else they're just not good enough at the end of the day. Line out was third in Cork last time out. That farm, go another one, if I'm not mistaken, has gone on to boost it. So that's always a good shout. I know, look at, it was 20 odd lengths behind, but it still had a few nice sorts in behind then as well that have run credibly since. So yeah, I'm going to take a chance here and go line out at 3-1 is going to, I suppose, maybe put it up to a few ones that have a few question marks lingering over their head. But yeah, look at, if line out can improve and just, I suppose, travel that bit better and jump that little bit better, there should be no reason why this horse doesn't win there now tomorrow. 6:15, we're going with another each way shout. Crazy Work the Vassy at 11-2. How heartbroken were we in Kilbegan the last time? I think it was about 6 lengths up, going over 2 from home, when he sadly crashed and fell to his peril. But yeah, look at, it's very, I suppose, unlucky, but at the same time it's very consistent. When the time is right and when the horse is going well, it's often very hard to cut. Dara O'Keefe, obviously, in great form. Dara, I know he's a Cork man, but he's not too far up the road from Killarney. So it'd be a nice little, I suppose, booster for a lad that actually got his first winner in Killarney 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Dara, of course, was a guest on the podcast then when I was doing him regularly. But yeah, look at, I definitely think this Crazy Work Vassy, if it avoids any, I suppose, jumping errors or anything like that, it should really, I suppose, go very, very well and at least run on into a place, if not do the business and get his head in front. But yeah, look at, providing it jumps well, it'll be very hard caught, really and truly. At the end of the day, 11-2 is a massive price. We were very unlucky the day we were on it at 33-1 in Kilbegan, though he just fell 2 from home. But look at, I think he's going to make up for last time now tomorrow. So yeah, look at 11-2, nice enough price. At least if you get each way, you're going to get your money back anyway. Now 6:45, another each way shout. We're going with Stormy, 7-1. For the people that may or may not know, I had a brief stint in Stephen Mahon's at the start of the year when I was pursuing a dream of becoming a national hunt jockey. But I'm sure, as you can see, that dream was, I suppose, out of my reach. But yeah, look at Stormy. He's the stable star. Behind Sides and Malbay, like, there's no other horse in the yard that's, I suppose, well, with all due respect, like, they're just not, I suppose, consistent enough to be, I suppose, in the same league as Stormy. Like, Stormy is just very, very ultra consistent. Like, it doesn't matter where he goes, he always puts in a very, very good race. It's very interesting to see Stephen going down with one horse tomorrow down to Killarney. Normally he'd have a lorry load, or he'd have at least 2 or 3 horses going down. But look at, I definitely think after his run in Galway, his pipes have been opened up. He had a very good run in Roscommon, very unlucky not to win that day. And yeah, hopefully it's going to be third time lucky for this season, and hopefully with the help of God he'll give Stephen Mahon a well overdue victory on the race course. So I want to take this opportunity to wish Stephen and Alan and all the boys the very best of luck tomorrow with Stormy, and I hope with the help of God that he'll be able to come out on top again. Now 7:15, another each way shout. This time a much bigger price, folks. We're going with Colin Mustard, 20-1. This looks a very trappy enough, I suppose, bumper. It's very hard to know what to make of this, I suppose, odds-on favourite here. Was very much disappointing in his first run. I wouldn't be, I suppose, overconfident of jumping on it again. Especially with the price he is now, like 8 to 11. Like, sure, where would you be going for a horse that came fifth after, I suppose, a disappointing run as favourite? But yeah, look it's hard to really know. There's an awful lot of newcomers coming in here, and Colin Mustard is going to be one of them as well. I just had a quick scout through the breeding and all that. This one is definitely the pace for, I suppose, say flat racing. It's well bred. It's out of a very good, I suppose, flat stallion, and the mare is very closely related to a German Derby winner. I can't for the life of me think of his name now, but there's an awful lot of, I suppose, horses that this Colin Mustard is very closely related to. In terms of group races, all these like big, I suppose, flat racing, I suppose they're the pinnacle of flat racing, these group races and these derbies and everything else like that. So look, it has that going for him. 20-1 seems to be a very massive price. Lorna Fowler, she does fairly alright with these bumpers. I wouldn't be totally shocked to see this one, I suppose, coming up late, and I suppose giving a few of these a run for their money. And if I'm not mistaken, Tom Hamilton is on board as well. I can't quite remember, but I know there's a top jockey booked. It's either Tom Hamilton now or Derek O'Connor, if I'm not mistaken. But look, when the two of them are on board for Lorna Fowler, at a big price of 20-1, that raises a few eyebrows, folks. And for a race that's I suppose like Cluedo, or is it Cluedo? I think it's Cluedo, the board game. Colin Mustard could be definitely one to be on. But look, that's all I have for Killarney. An awful lot of each way shouts tomorrow. I'd be very surprised if we get a few winners. Well, hopefully we get a few winners at nice prices. But look, if they all run fairly credibly, I'd be fairly happy with that. But I think tomorrow is more so a day of just sitting back and enjoying good racing, folks. I wouldn't be going too head over heels into, I suppose, some of these horses. But look, if you're going to have a bet, the very best of luck. Yeah, we may as well leave it there. Thanks very much.